Could you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Deb Tanquay, the Director of the Gorham Food Pantry here in Gorham.
And what is the number of families that you serve each month?
Each month we have an average of about 100 families. Sometimes it's 80, sometimes 120. And each of the families can range anywhere from one person all the way up to 9. So on average 3 or 4 people per family.
And could you say the hours and days that you are open, please?
Yes, we are open every Thursday morning from 9 to 11. And then we are also open 2 evenings per month. That's the second and the fourth evening, Wednesday evenings, and that's from 6 to 7. So families have one opportunity per month, whatever works with their family schedule the best.
And could you tell me what your current needs are?
Sure. I do keep a Facebook page, so I try to post things on Facebook as well. And sometimes just emailing me would be good, or checking the bin where I put a sign. But our current needs right now for food would be canned pasta. Macaroni and cheese is always something that we have on our shelves. Cereal and cooking oil, just like this size right here. Those are always go-tos. But we also have things in our back room storage, which we are considered like our essentials that people sometimes forget that a food pantry might give out. And those would be things like coffee and coffee filters, toothpaste, baby wipes, feminine products, things like that that we give to our clients who need those for daily living as well. So we always have a collection bin right out here on our ramp. So people can put things in there anytime. We check that at least once a day. We do ask people in the community to be aware of temperatures in extreme cold and extreme heat when it's the winter or the summer. And we ask that they don't leave fresh produce there, but any of the canned goods, things like that, we'll check that once a day. And in the summer we certainly welcome fresh produce, and so people can drop those off any Thursday morning when we're here. We're here 9 to 11 with clients, so dropping off produce from 7:30 to 9:30 is really the best. And then in the summer we'll also have somebody here every Wednesday evening. I think it's going to be from 5 to 6, what we did last year. I'll check on that. But we just have somebody here on those Wednesday evenings collecting fresh produce as well. That we have just kind of ongoing is something here, and you can see this on the website too, but it's a campaign that we call 5 for Food, and it encourages people just to kind of tap into their bank account for $5 a month or whatever amount that they would like. So it just automatically comes out on a recurring basis. And you'd be surprised what we can do with $5. So we are always certainly very, very grateful for these donations that are left in the bin or that come to us during food drives. But this money here helps us pay for the lighting and any of the shopping that we have to do and any of the maintenance of the building and things like that. So that's kind of an ongoing event. Some local businesses do have a little collection box that they keep. I know the credit union has a bin down there. We have a bin that's at Baxter Memorial Library. So there are some bins throughout the town that just on a regular basis people will collect and bring in. And so we are so gracious for all of those efforts that are kind of throughout the year. But in terms of the postal drive, I think that's just kind of a way that's just like a one-day kind of swoop through all the mail carriers in Gorham. We'll just pick up whatever they have. It's a very, very busy day here, but it's hard work, but it's very productive, I guess you'd say. It's really a great one for us.
Do you have a Facebook account or for the food pantry or?
We do. So it's called the Friends of Gorham Food Pantry. And so I try to post things on there on a regular basis, at least once a month, if not more than that. We're looking for, current needs, or we need plastic or paper bags, or, just things like that to keep people apprised of what's going on. Just a week or so ago, we were over at USM doing the business exchange at the marketplace. So that was a way to let people know that we would be there, that they could swing by and make a donation or see what kinds of things that we're up to. I know that last year I reached out to some local farms and we got some tomato plant seedlings, just kind of a small gesture to send home with our clients to say, they were more cherry tomatoes, but just like, here's a small plant that even if you don't have land to plant in, but if you have a little patio space, raise your own vegetables and teach your kids about that. So just little things that we're doing, as well as just kind of providing the food, to clients when they come each week. But.
And if there's members of the town of Gorham that want to volunteer, would they contact you, or how would they go about doing it?
Yeah, so our phone number, 222-4351, or the email directly to me would just be director@gorhamfoodpantry.org. That's the best way. And as we think about drives and sorting through things and date checking, I'll have some groups kind of working out those programs or those activities, I guess you'd say.
And I heard that you guys also do like birthday bags.
We do. I believe that started years ago, actually from a Girl Scout who had an idea that she said every kid deserves a birthday. And so we put together bags that will have not really gifts for the actual birthday child, but the friends who might be invited to the party might get some, the little grab bag goodies, and then cake and frosting and sprinkles, and maybe a birthday banner or some plates and napkins that match, just to have a little bit of something. Because every kid deserves to have a little birthday party and feel special the day of the year. So we try to offer those if we can. So we do collect those items as well. If people in the community like to drop those items off, we certainly welcome those.
If somebody was to do wanted to do a food drive, how would they go about getting the information?
Right. They could give me a call, again, 222-4351, or contact me with email, director@gorhamfoodpantry.org. And that's the best way, because what happens then is I can give people a current list of things that we need. We're really short on kids' juice boxes right now. We're really short on boxes of cereal or, bottles of oil. Whereas, we'll always take cans of soup or cans of vegetables, of course. We're very grateful for that. But sometimes we get too many of those and we don't have enough of other things, which then we have to reach into our pocket and go buy those things. So when people reach out and say, we're having a food drive, what are your current needs? That's really helpful. And then, of course, we have to coordinate, what time is your food drive wrapping up, and do we need to have somebody here on a Saturday at 3 o'clock or something like that. And sometimes, too, just in the food pantry world, everything is all about banana boxes. And so sometimes we can give the group who's doing the food drive some empty banana boxes ahead of time. That makes their bringing it to us a little bit easier, and then our sorting it, we have to weigh it and do all that. It makes life a lot easier, too. So.
And if there is anything else that you'd like the town of Gorham to know about the food pantry, what would it be?
Wow. First of all, just thank you to Gorham, because we have such a generous community here. I'm always amazed by that. Just every time I open the bin or I pick up answer the phone and somebody says, hey, we just had a food drive. We'd like to drop off, 70 pounds of food or 200 pounds of food. It's amazing. The other thing is just that here we just welcome anyone through the door, any resident of Gorham who is in need. And it doesn't have to be, they don't show us financial statements, they just say, for some reason or another, I have a need. And we are welcoming, we have fun here, we make people feel comfortable, and there's no judgment placed. And these are people who are working next to you in your office, they are sitting next to your kids in class, they are people who are doing their best. And so in general, we would say that all of our clients who are coming through here are very gracious. They don't take more than they need. They're very grateful. And so that was one of the first lessons I learned. I've been the director here for 2 years, and one of the very first lessons I learned was that you can't judge anybody by how they look, how they dress, what they're coming in with in their hands. It's just that we are here for people who have a need.